My dear friends all over the world, welcome back again. This is Mr. Osama Muqbil, the English teacher and the self-improvement coach. As you see, I'm wearing the gloves and the mask so that I protect myself from any diseases. And I want you to do the same if you get out of your house, and make sure that you have a very strong reason to get out of your house, so that if you want to bring some groceries, you want to send someone to hospital, you can. But for sure, remember to take your precautions, wear the gloves, the masks, and be careful just to keep a distance between you and other people. My dear friends, you remember in the previous episode of our series, I'm still a beginner. Help! We learned together how to form yes/no questions and the simple past tense. And we learned together how to form the yes/no question using the simple past tense. And remember that we use only did, then the subject and verb one all the time. For example, when we say, did you study for the English quiz? Yes, I did. Or no, I didn't. Did you see the doctor last week? Yes, I did. Or no, I didn't. Did they come to school 2 weeks ago? Yes, they did. Or no, they didn't. As I told you, we're not going to study a lot of grammar rules because you know that most of the students hate grammar rules. So that's why I'm doing my best just to give you some simple ideas that can be apply to your day-to-day experiences to learn how to form any good conversations without going into a lot of grammar rules. Today we're going to learn together how to form yes/no questions in the past continuous or past progressive. You can call it past continuous or past progressive. So please stay with us. Let's get it started. Here we go, my dear friends. You should know that in case we study any tense in English, we have to know two things. At first, the form or the structure, and second of all, we have to know why we use this tense. We call it the function of the tense. Now, this is the form. We have was or were. And you remember these two helping verbs, we use them in the noun clause. But the main difference between the noun clause and past continuous here is the verb. Here we have a verb. That's why we call it a verb clause, not noun clause. So why do we use the past continuous? Simply, we use the past continuous to talk about an action that was in progress in the past, that happened continuously in the past. For example, when I say, what were you doing yesterday night? I was reading a book. I was watching TV. I was doing my homework. I was talking to some friends. I was chatting with my buddies, and so on and so forth. So we use the past continuous generally when we want to talk about an action that happened in the past progressively, or continuously, okay? Now, how can we form yes/no questions in the past continuous tense? Look, here we have two helping verbs, was or were. And remember that with this helping verb, we have to use one of these pronouns. We can use I, it, he, or she, plus a verb with ing. Was he playing? Was it playing? Was she playing? Was I playing well? Yes, you were, or no, you weren't, and so on. Here we have were plus they, we, or you plus a verb with ing. So for example, I can say, were they studying? Were we studying well? Were you studying well? And we're going just to show you how to say the answers. And by the way, here we don't have any differences in the answers. The same structure, the same form used here, the same form used in the noun clause in the past. Look at these two examples. One example is on was and the other one is on were. The first one. Was she studying yesterday night at 9 o'clock, for example? Was she studying? Yes, she was. Or no, she wasn't. Was she studying yesterday? Yes, she was. Or no, she wasn't. Were you fixing your car after midnight yesterday? Were you fixing your car after midnight yesterday? The answer, yes, I was. Or no, I wasn't. Now I'd like just to give you some questions. I will pause or stop for a while and I want you to answer my questions. Are you ready for that? Cool. Were you watching the news at 9:30 yesterday? Were you watching the news? Yes, I was. Or no, I wasn't. Were you swimming in the pool the day for yesterday at 9:45? Yes, I was. Or no, I wasn't. Were they going on a picnic yesterday night? Yes, they were. Or no, they weren't because of coronavirus. No, they weren't. The last question. Was she going to school in the morning? Was she going to school in the morning? Yes, she was. Or no, she wasn't. My dear, just bear it in mind all the time that English is not that hard to understand, not that hard to be excellent at. All you have to do is to keep practicing and practicing and practicing all the time with love, passion, patience, persistence, enthusiasm, and positivity. Until I see you again, better, stronger, wiser, and healthier. I wish you the best of the best. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.